The implied proximity to the camera refers to the distance between the camera and the subject on screen. We say implied because it might not be the actual distance between the camera and the subject, but it is what we feel the distance is. The different distances can be separated into different shot types. The different shot types go from extreme long shot, full shot, medium long shot, medium shot, medium close-up, and extreme close-up. The farther away we are from the subject, the less we can see the psychological state of the character, and the more we can notice the background and what it means. It is often used to provide spatial context, demonstrating the relationship between the surroundings and the characters. Closer shots allow us to recognize the characters and their psychological state by their face, gestures, and postures. So the implied proximity influences how we interpret the significance of what we see. Depth is the illusion of the three planes on the flat screen. It can be done in many ways. It could be done by putting a soft focus on a subject in one of the planes, by increasing lighting intensity, or by using blocking. Different camera angles can give different psychological and emotional states to the characters. The eye level gives a neutral or normal view of the action. The high angle shot is when the camera is positioned above eye level, aiming down at the subject, portraying them as weak or vulnerable. The low angle shot is when the camera is positioned below eye level. The Dutch angle is an angle where the camera is tilted, giving off the feeling that the world in the film is off-balanced or unnatural. Finally, there's the bird-eye view, where the camera is positioned directly over the subject, giving a view from up high, which conveys a feeling of omnipresence or omniscience, almost from God's point of view. Camera movement uses all of these shot types and camera angles together to introduce us to more details that we can observe. This makes us focus on specific important elements and allows us to view the environment from a character's point of view. Filmmakers do this by using pan shots by moving the camera horizontally, tilt shots by moving the camera vertically, dolly shots by moving the camera towards or away from something.
Drive tells the story of The Driver, a mysterious criminal who's a getaway driver for hire, helping the criminals of Los Angeles escape the law after their crimes. He leads a cold and isolated life due to the nature of his work until he meets Irene, his next-door neighbor, and her son Benicio. Irene is a sweet and caring young woman caught in a bad position, raising her son alone as her husband, Standard, is a criminal, serving a lengthy prison sentence. The driver begins to fall in love with Irene, but is prevented from getting too close to her due to her commitment to her absent husband, who soon returns home, putting a barrier in the driver's desire to be with her. Irene's family is threatened by former criminal associates of Standard, who want him to do a robbery for them. The driver forms an unlikely alliance with Standard to protect Irene, only for the robbery to go horribly wrong. Standard is killed and assassins are sent to kill the driver and Irene. Meeting with Irene, the driver admits he's responsible for Standard being killed and knows he doesn't have much time left with Irene, leading to the following scene.
Sorry, wrong floor.
First, we hear the elevator open off frame. And then in the next scene, we see the elevator with the assassin in a medium shot. And this shot gives us a medium shot of the driver. Now they both walk in the elevator with the assassin. In a low angle, we can see that the assassin and the driver are both suspicious of each other. In the point of view of the driver, the camera is tilting down to show the concealed weapon of the assassin. As the driver is pushing Irene out of the way in a medium shot, we can see that the assassin is taken out of frame in a dolly-in movement. Here we can see a close-up of the driver's hand on Irene's waist, up into a medium close-up of the driver kissing Irene, expressing how he feels about her. Then we cut to a full frame of the entire elevator, reminding us of the presence of the assassin.
Medium shot of Irene as she moves away, shocked, and tilt down as the driver pushes down the assassin. Irene moves behind him. High angle as the driver kicks the assassin in the face, and a soft focus on Irene's point of view and reaction to the fight, with medium close-up to her face. Low angle of the driver as he's stomping on the guy's face, making him seem more powerful. We cut back to Irene as she stumbles out of the elevator, finally exposed to the driver's violent world that he lives in. Now the driver is bathed in warm light, and Irene is bathed in cold light. In this film, warm colors represent innocent characters, and cold colors represent criminals. Irene is now bathed in cold colors because she has been exposed to the driver's life, and the driver is now bathed in warm colors because he was finally able to protect Irene and express how he feels about her. After all of this, the elevator door closes, leaving the driver alone in the aftermath. We had to get a close-up of the driver's scorpion jacket, which represents his criminal activities because he only wears that jacket during crime. In conclusion, Drive is an example of how cinematography, lighting, and a killer soundtrack can elevate a film, adding a lot of style to it. Drive is one of my all-time favorite films, and there's one more thing I almost forgot to say. He's literally me.